A drug kingpin who is said to have flooded Scotland's streets with up to £1 million worth of Class A gear was such a menace to Scotland police that they had to conduct a massive covert operation under the guise of Scottish Crime and Drug Enforcement Agency. The kingpin and gangster David Mincey Mckenzie was described by a judge as methodical, ferocious and ruthless, and also a guy that was hands-on when he didn't need to be. The 41-year-old was said to have been on such high alert and so paranoid that when he discussed drug deals, he spoke in code, using words such as scratch, always fearing that he was being monitored. And he was right. David Mckenzie, the kingpin, was said to have been linked to notorious crime boss Jamie Bull Stevenson. Now, in order to secure conviction, Scotland police was said to have used undercover officers to stake out flats, buggies, cars that included the Mercedes and the Mazda, and also listening in on conversations as David spoke to underworld contacts in high-end hotels. However, David Mincey Mckenzie's own downfall was that he conducted drug businesses in high-end hotels, which meant that he was easily accessible. For years, David Mincey Mckenzie was known to police and known to have dealt drugs kilos at a time, but he was a hard man to capture. Working as Jamie Stevenson's lieutenant, the police was able to jail David in 2007 as part of laundering £1 million worth of drug money. However, David was back on police radar in 2010 as part of Operation Chilon, which targeted major Scotland crime gangs. It was then that it became apparent that David Mincey Mckenzie was buying high-quality coke from gangsters in Liverpool and Manchester, cutting the gear and then selling it on in Scotland for more than double the price. Now, David Mckenzie, who was also known as Rambo, was linked to a flat in Glasgow's Donnistown. The flat was used as a chop shop to chop and bulk up gear that reached a purity of 77%. The two-bedroom flat was watched constantly by police before being raided, and as part of the raid, David's associate, Benjamin Welsh, was jailed, but police allowed David Mckenzie to continue his drug operation, intent on building a solid case. David then began to conduct his drug deals himself, despite having a team of capable gangsters. Police watched David meet Liverpool gangsters in hotels such as Raddison Blue in Glasgow city centre. David Mckenzie's Ballaston home was raided in June of 2011. However, David had boarded a plane to Spain and actually stayed there, but he was arrested in February when he arrived off a flight from Malaga to Belfast. Now, David was arrested and, of course, brought in for police interview, where he admitted his dealing charges. Police say that David's drug empire amounted to over £5 million worth of coke. David Mckenzie was jailed for 6 years and 8 months, as opposed to 10 years, because he pled guilty at the earliest opportunity. David Mckenzie was ruthless and a menace. Stay safe.